All right, enough of Real Madrid. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
Jules, it's Ousmane Dembele's world. We're only living in it. 18 goals in his last 11 games across all competitions, including 2 in the 3-0 win over Brest, which pretty much seals a place in the next round.
I don't even have any words anymore for that. I was at the game and looking at him. He didn't even have a good game and he should have scored 4 goals. He scored 2, he missed 2. He scored 10 goals in the last 2 weeks. In 15 days, he scored 10 goals.
It's amazing. Look, if you're two-footed and you're extremely athletic and you like playing football, you will generally be very, very good at it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
But it's incredible. Luis Enrique said we need to ask him why he ate at Christmas, because since Christmas he's on another planet. His own planet. L'Equipe was asking, is he the best player in the world right now, just on form?
Right, easy there, boys.
There's nobody who's scored more goals than him. I don't know who you could say that is better than him right now, to be fair. Nobody has scored more goals than him since the turn of the year.
Yeah, he's scoring a lot of goals against Brest and whatever.
Okay,
like
fine.
that's not. But
Who
before
he plays against, so you know,
right? But before we elevate him and legitimately say Dembele is the best player in the world, the way the people at L'Equipe have, let's pump the brakes a little bit.
No, I'm just saying that right now nobody has scored more goals than him, so you can only play against who is against you. That's all they're saying. So incredible form, incredible for PSG the way they played. For some of it, they lost a little bit of control towards the end of the first half, and Brest are a good, valiant, brave team. But I thought it was really impressive that he's carrying this team in the way he's doing. Magic Mike Mignon makes a rare mistake and Feyenoord beat Milan 1-0 on Wednesday night. Gab, Sergio Conceição is grumpy and his front four is not working, which I think we told him.
Who would have seen this coming? This is really bad because you're playing Feyenoord. They've just fired my boy Brian Priske, right? Yeah. It's a good time to go and play them. This narrative cannot be all about Magic Mike's mistake. Yes, he made a rare mistake.
Yeah, very early on as well.
Sorry?
Very early on, after 3 minutes.
So after 3 minutes, you have 87 minutes to turn this game around. Yeah. Every single freaking time with your front four, the other team park the bus, they get you in transition. Every time it's frantic, running back, Pavlovic and walk, whatnot. I mean, this is not the way football should be. Poor Tijani Reinders stuck back there running around when he is one of Milan's best attacking players coming from me. But he can't do that because he's got, Mr. Hissy Fit, João Felix throwing his arms in the air. João Felix was atrocious in this game.
Which we said he would anyway.
He did a couple of knee moves, though.
Yeah, he always does.
Rafael Leao, again, MIA. Poor Santi Jimenez doesn't get the ball because people around him will get the ball. And Sergio Conceição, afterwards, I'm sorry, dude, you don't make sense. He says oh, look, everybody's talking about the front four. It's not about the front four. Although it's up to me to make the front four work.
More aggressive. He said, we're not aggressive enough.
He always says the same thing. We're not aggressive enough. Oh, and then to show how aggressive he is, right? Mr. Big Man. He spoke to the television, and afterwards you go into the press conference.
Yeah.
He's annoyed because
he had to wait.
He had to wait for the person ahead of him, was a Feyenoord player, I think, to finish it. He comes in, answers one question, and storms out.
30 seconds.
Yeah, dude, if Jose Mourinho does that after winning a treble, I can live with it. Okay, but you're not there.
I know.
Just don't act like this. This has turned it into a zoo very quickly, which is the last thing Milan need. Monaco slide continues as they fall at home to Benfica 1-0. Jules, that was some bonehead stuff from Al Musrati on his debut.
Yeah, not smart. He was on a yellow card, and then there's a big file, to be fair, on Mbolo, and Musrati turns around towards the referee and asks him to book the Benfica.
He waves the imaginary card, which everybody knows, unless you've been living in a box. I know he was at Besiktas, but I'm pretty sure they have, in fact, I know for a fact, they have the internet there.
Yeah.
And the rules are the same at Besiktas as they are elsewhere.
Everywhere.
If you do that, it's an automatic yellow.
It's a second. So he gives a yellow, straight red, after 50 minutes. Monaco were not great in that game, but they were not bad either. There was not much between the two teams. The red card changes the whole dynamic. Pavlidis with a lovely goal again. He's really, really good.
And he could have had
season.
another.
Very good this season. And then after that, I think Monaco are very lucky that it was only 1-0 that they lost, because they could easily have lost 3-0. So let's see the second leg next week in Lisbon. But the way Monaco are playing right now, I would not give them much chance to turn this one over. Atalanta are furious, Gabi. A referee, Umut Mele, for that late Gustav Nilsson penalty that meant that Bruges won 2-1 in the first leg against the Bergamo side. Are you with Gasperini? Do you understand that?
I am. He does a whole thing about like, oh, today's. I mean, not. Like, my thoughts on Gasperini. I will never be fully with him. On this one, he's right. It's a ridiculous call. In this all Swedish derby between Isak Hien and Gustav Nielsen, Hien puts his arm out to hold him back. If he does make contact with his face, he makes contact with the left side of his face. Gustav Nielsen, who is 6 foot 6 inches tall, he's a big boy. Oh, all of a sudden, he goes down holding the other side of his face because, of course, it's medically ascertained that the boo-boo goes from the left side of the face to the right side of the face when you need to win a penalty. And Umo Meller's right there. He sees it. I think he completely misjudges it. Gets no help from the VAR.
So why is VAR not helping?
Because they felt that the contact was there, and it's not up to VAR to judge the intensity of the contact. And I assume Meller said, "Oh no, I saw it clearly." It's just whatever. I just think probably should have ended.
It's a really bad call.
Atalanta angry. Borussia Dortmund strike 3 times after the break to win 3-0 away to Sporting. Gab, Niko Kovac is virtually in the round. Oh, Jules even.
Yeah.
Niko Kovac is virtually in the round of 16.
Yeah, he is somehow. What a weird game I thought this one was, because there was not much between the two teams in the first half. There was not much happening anyway. And then 2 back-to-back goals from Dortmund in the second half. Super header by Guirassy on the first one. And then great assist from him again in the second one. Then the last one is on the counter.
But at the end, he still scores as if he celebrates as if he just scored the World Cup winning goal.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're right, 3-win. There's no way back for Sporting. Gyökeres was on the bench.
No way back, even against Borussia Dortmund, wacky Borussia Dortmund?
Surely, even wacky Dortmund can't throw this one away. Surely not.
Back to that City-Real Madrid game, the fan group that put up that banner depicting Rodri holding the Ballon d'Or with the caption, "Stop crying your heart out." It wasn't aimed at Vinicius, but rather Florentino Perez. Does this make sense to you, Jules? They actually went on social media and explained it.
Yeah. I guess good for them to explain it. I've got no issue with the trash talking or the banter, the trolling, whatever you want to call it. We've said that before. But just make sure you win, though, because then it's not a great look if you try to trash talk the opposition and then you end up on the losing side in your own stadium.
Well, 2 things to say to this. First of all, this isn't like Serie A in the 1980s. In England, when there's a banner in the stadium, it is authorized by the home team.
But like in every club right now.
Right?
Yeah.
In almost in England, certainly every club.
Yeah, but
so Manchester City...
We're aware of it, for sure.
We're aware. They looked at this like, ha ha, oh, what a right giggle. Boy, lads, this will really get Vinicius' hackles up. Oh no, it's aimed at Florentino. Does anybody believe this? Does anybody believe?
I mean, it was aimed at Florentino, Vinicius,
Florentino, who can't even read it without his glasses.
Everybody.
Plus, it's in English.
All Real Madrid.
And
so it's also an Oasis. It's an Oasis line, right? That's also why they put it there.
Is it "Stop Crying Your Heart"? I don't like Oasis.
It is one of the.
I don't like them. I don't like his caterpillar eyebrows. I don't like them.
It's one of the lyrics of the song. So there was a lot of layers to it.
I think you, as a club, when you come out and you approve something like this, you're also kind of making a statement. This isn't a case. This isn't like the City fans organically in the stadium singing, "Where's your Ballon d'Or" to Vinicius. That is funny. That is legit. I have no issue with this. But if you're going to do this, like you said, you have to win, and it has to be clear. I don't understand even why you need to clarify whether it was Vinicius or Florentino Perez. Like you said, it's the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bayern went away to Celtic 2-1 in their first leg. Jules, this looked less than convincing to me.
I mean, it looked good for an hour, and there were 2 goals down. Gregor Baolise first, and then no marking on Harry Kane on the corner. I don't even know at this level how you can forget to mark Harry Kane on the corner. But anyway, they go 2-0 up. And then you think, okay, they haven't played great, but still they had a lot of the ball. They controlled the game and the crowd, the atmosphere, etc. And you think, okay, they're just going to see this game out. Again, going back to match management, controlling things. But because this is Bayern and because that's not what they do and they haven't done it all season, then the last 15 minutes becomes all shaky and they concede a goal. Johnston could have scored to make it 2-2 late. And in the end, in this game, Celtic have a higher XG than Bayern.
Well, you know what it is too? When you play and you press, you want to be positive and you camp out in the Celtic half as they did earlier in their game. Every single time in transition, poor Kimmich and Goretzka have to get on their bikes. And I'm like, do I really want Kimmich to make like 30 sprints the length of the pitch a game? Is this good use of Kimmich's athletic ability?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
No, definitely. Weston McKennie and Samuel Mbangula score as Juve beat PSG Eindhoven 2-1. Gab, is that better from Thiago Motta and his team?
It's a little better from Thiago Motta in the sense that I thought Juve deserved to win this game, unlike other games that they've won. It's a tremendous finish from Weston McKennie.
Yeah,
Weston
great
McKennie
goal.
playing in number 10.
Yeah.
I'll remind you who did not start in this game. Kefren Turam, Koop Miners, and Dusan Vlahovic, of course. Koop Miners and Turam, who they spent a fortune on. And you're still changing things. And you have got Lloyd Kelly at left back.
I mean, I never want to see this again, please.
It's important to get the win. I think it's by no means a foregone conclusion in Eindhoven. Oh, and shout out, by the way, Conceição. He does the same thing over and over again. He stops the ball. But it works.
Well,
it's like watching Garrincha.
Benitez in goal should not let that ball go then back into Mbangula.
Oh, come on. Make Mangula happy.